so I'm gonna try my best to explain how I made this rosary. So the easiest way I found to make it is to start at the very bottom with the cross and then work your way around until you end on the middle. So you're gonna get your crucifix, and it usually has a hole at the top so you can connect your string to it. So the string I'm using for my rosaries is this like stretchy cord that I got from Walmart, and this is my first time making these rosaries, so I don't know how durable these stretchy cords are, but you can use fishing line or whatever other stuff you want if you want it to be more durable. But I want mine to be stretchy because I actually want to wear the rosaries. So now I'm going to show you how you can secure your cords when you're at the end of the bracelet or necklace or whatever. I'm so sorry, but I don't know the name of these clamp thingies. But basically they're this cylindrical shape, and you can just stick your string through it and then clamp it so that it secures everything. So I'm gonna roughly show you kind of how it works. So pretend this is like your beads or your crucifix or whatever. You're gonna stick your string through whatever you're using. Okay, so now I have my little string hanging on the paper clip, and then this cylindrical clamp thingy, you just stick it through both ends of the string. So now it's on there, and then you just bring it all the way to the bottom, and then with some flat nose pliers you can just clamp that bead on there, and now your string won't fall off and it's secure on there. The bead won't come off. So obviously these strings are going to be longer and you can continue adding your beads, but for the rosary you can just cut off the other one, and then you can continue adding beads to your rosary, which is going to be this bottom part. And then once you reach the middle, you're going to have to do the clamp thing again, and then work your way around until you get to the end, which is going to be in the middle, and then you clamp it again with those same cylindrical beads. Okay, so for this middle part of the rosary, these things are already going to have the holes on there that you can put your string through it. But for this rosary, I didn't have one of those official parts, quote unquote, that we're supposed to be using, so I just used this flower. So I just kind of improvised with attaching the strings on there. I'm pretty sure you know how many beads or what beads you're supposed to put on there, but I'm going to mention it anyways. So you're basically going to need your crucifix at the bottom, and then your bead at the bottom and the top that are going to represent your Our Fathers, and then 3 different beads in the middle that are going to be your Hail Marys. Then you're going to need this middle part, which you don't have to. Some rosaries don't have it. You just need to be able to distinguish these prayers from the mysteries. So if you don't want to put anything in the middle or whatever you want to do whatever you want. Just know where your mysteries end and where they start. But once you do start your mysteries, you're going to need your 10 beads for your Hail Marys, and then you're going to need a bead for your Our Father, and then 10 beads for your Hail Marys, another bead for your Our Father, and you're going to keep doing it all the way until you reach the end, and you have 5 mysteries in total, which is 4 Our Fathers and 50 Hail Marys. Since this is your rosary, there are no rules to what beads or colors you have to use, as long as you know which beads represent your Our Fathers and which represents the Hail Marys, and where your mysteries start and where they end, and all these prayers at the bottom. So for example, I have different colored beads for the Our Father prayers, but that's fine because I know that they're the Our Fathers, so I won't mess up while praying. Or for example, this rosary, I put this heart with a white bead in the middle to represent the Our Fathers. Also, if you want to space every prayer bead, I have like little beads in between these white beads. So you can do that if you want. You don't have to space them out. You can put them all together. So in my opinion, I think that there's not really many rules to making a rosary, because the point of making your own rosary is that it's comfortable for you to pray it and that it's easy for you to understand it. Because personally, that's the only reason I made my own rosary, was because a lot of the rosaries that I have are uncomfortable, or it's hard for me to follow along because the beads are all the same or whatever. So remember that when you're making the rosary, you're going to pray with it. So make sure that it's comfortable for you. It's comfortable in your hands, that you're not getting confused, and that you can really follow along. Also, don't forget to get your rosary blessed. I am going to make a separate video on where I get my supplies from. I know this video wasn't as great quality as I would have wanted it to, but I still tried my best to explain kind of how I make the rosaries. And I'm going to try to make more videos of me actually showing how I make them to see if that helps a little bit. So feel free to follow along if you want, and leave any other questions or advice in the comments. And thank you for watching all the way through if you did. Bye.